It's coffee time.
Good morning, guys. This time back in my kitchen. So I decided that now that I'm back from holidays, it would be a great time to make a cozy reading vlog since the weather here is poop. In Spain, I had nice weather. I went to the beach and I, got some tan. It was good times. And then I came back and it's gloomy, it's rainy, and it's not that bad because it's kind of putting me in the fall season kind of mood, getting ready for all the spooky reads. And I decided not to vlog while I was in Spain because I had not been home for so long and I had not, gotten in a proper holiday since 2019, and I felt like it would be good for my brain to just completely disconnect from internet, social media, and everything like that. And I just decided to just spend time with my parents, watch some things with my parents, play some card games, all of those things, and kind of be more disconnected from my second job, which I call YouTube, since I do have a full-time job apart from what I do on YouTube. So I took a complete break from everything and now I'm back. So today we are going to start reading something that I have been really excited to start, and that is the new Eric LaRocca book, which is a compilation of short stories, and it is coming out on the 1st of September. He sent it to me so that I could read it a little bit early, but I still haven't had the time to get to it, and this weekend is perfect for it. It is called The Strange Thing We Become and Other Dark Tales, and as you guys know, if you've been following me for a little bit, I've absolutely loved all of the previous works by Eric LaRocca. His last novella has been one of my favorite ones, and I am really excited to read these new tales by him. So the plan for today was actually to wake up and slowly start reading and telling you about the dark tales. However, sadly, since I came back from holidays, I realized that my old cat, called Blakey Lawless, he is not really hungry, and it's weird because he's always the one that eats everything. I've tried different foods and he goes, he smells, sometimes he licks it a little bit, and then he just walks away, and it's really weird. Like when he knows it's time for food, he comes, he's excited, but then he doesn't eat the food, and that's weird for him. And it's been like that since I came back from holidays. I came back Thursday night, so it's already been over a day like that, and that's not normal. So I think I'm gonna call the vet at 10 when they open. Luckily my vet opens at on the weekend as well, on Saturday mornings, so I can call and ask for advice and see if I have to bring the cat over, because he's already underweight. He just got his medication for thyroids changed before I went on holidays because he started losing weight again drastically. So the fact that he's not eating now, it's not good because he's already skinny, so he's supposed to put on weight and not lose more. So I'm worried. The rest of his behavior is normal, kinda, but if a cat doesn't eat, it's not a good sign. It means something's wrong. So I have to call his vet and we shall see. So I might not be in the most happy mood right now, because when something's wrong with my cats, aka my children, the stress levels are real with me. So yeah, I'm just trying to be positive as much as I can, but it's been like bugging me since I came back from holidays. But anyways, probably I'll just try to be productive today as well, because being productive keeps my mind away from all of those things. So it's good for self-care for me just to be productive, so I don't have to be stressing and thinking about that all the time. So anyways, a lot of things that I just told you right before coffee, but let's go and start digging into our book. You follow wherever they go. That is the title of the first very short story in this new compilation, and I really enjoyed that one, even though it was really short, but I really liked the topic. Now, because it's so short, I don't really want to talk much about what it's about because I feel like it could be kind of spoilery. But what you should know about Eric LaRocca's stories, if you've never read any of his previous novellas, is that his stories are very dark. Mostly they also involve a lot of weirdness and grief, and I love when horror is combined with grief in such a good way as he knows how to do. And that is also why I absolutely loved the second story. And I also feel like a lot of us are going to be able to relate, or maybe it's just me because I'm a psycho or something. But I absolutely loved the second one. And that second story is called Bodies Are for Burning, and it involves the main character that is going to therapy because during childhood they had thoughts of wanting to burn things. And I feel like we've all been there. At least I remember when I was a kid, I loved to try and burn paper and things in my room. Maybe it's just me because I was a weirdo from the beginning. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you probably know me a little bit by now, so you know I'm a weirdo. But anyways, I thought it was funny because maybe, I don't know, I think there's a lot of things we don't talk about from our childhood and things that we thought when we were kids. And I feel like maybe a lot of people actually had that experience, or that thing where they wanted to burn things, see how they burn, how they smell. Maybe it's not just me, but it's things that you normally don't talk about with other people because probably they're going to assume that you're insane. I don't know. But anyways, the story is really dark. Loved it, and it's just so wonderful. So now that I have the two first stories down, I did call the vet to ask about my cat, and they gave me an appointment for Monday morning. So I will take him, and they have told me that I can try to give him regular like tuna fish and things like that in cans that I can get from the supermarket. So I will go and get that. As you guys know, I'm a vegan, so I don't have any fish at home. So because it's for my cat, I will go and buy it. I never buy it, but if it, you know, is something that it's going to help my cat, then I will do it. I will do anything for my cat. And I thought, since I have to go out to get my cat some food, I can also quickly check the mall and see if we already have any Halloween decoration and try to cheer up a little bit. Probably I'm just gonna go there and there's not gonna be any Halloween decoration, just to make my life even more miserable today. But I thought it would be good to take you guys with me and see if there's any Halloween things already out. If you are watching from the United States, I envy you hard because we barely get anything here, and it's really hard to get proper Halloween decoration. Mostly what you get is these cheap plastic things for like these parties where people just get drunk and nobody cares about the decoration. And what I'm looking for is like really nice design things that I can keep in my home all year long. So mostly I find those things on TK Maxx. I think for you guys in the US it's called TJ Maxx, I believe, but here it's called TK Maxx. So I'm gonna go straight there and see if they have anything, because if somebody has nice quality stuff, it's that shop. So we're gonna go, keep reading on our way there, and see if we can find some Halloween decorations. We are back home and I look like a wet rat that just woke up after hibernation or something like that. So anyways, I was able to grab a couple of things on TK Maxx. It was really full of stuff, but I didn't want to go all out because me and my partner, we're trying to save up a little money because we started already house hunting. So we're going to be moving in together into a house. So yeah, we're gonna need money for that, obviously. But I wanted to pick a couple of pieces that I could enjoy in my house all year long, and I'll make a separate quick video, like a really teeny tiny small Halloween haul for you guys. So if you're interested, that will be up on my channel soon. So I just came home. I brought my old boy some fish, and fingers crossed that he actually wants to eat that. So my old boy has had just a teeny tiny bit of tuna, but at least he's had a little bit of food and he was kind of excited about it. I'm just not sure if he's acting out because I was gone on holidays for a longer period of time, because after his brother passed away, I haven't been really on holidays, so I don't know if that was the reason why. So I'll let him rest now and try again fish food later, see what happens. But I wanted to also provide you with an update regarding my reading. I did finish another story, the one that gives the title to the book, The Strange Thing We Become, and in a way it reminded me to things have gotten worse since we last spoke, and I really enjoyed this one. I think it's fantastic, and it's so far, I think, from the three of them, the one that has the more poetic writing, which is also something that you will find in Eric LaRocca's writing. He tends to be poetic, and there are so many beautiful sentences in that story. It's just fantastic. And I have started the next story as well, and it's starting to get really disturbing, so this has potential to become my favorite one. And this one is called The Trees Grew Because I Bled There. Also love the titles he always picks for his stories. Like I said, this one is getting really disturbing and I am really enjoying it. I forgot to tell you what The Thing That We Become is about. The Thing We Become is about somebody that is dealing with grief, and one of their loved ones is sick, and so it's kind of dealing how people change when they're sick. So again, it's kind of mixing horror with grief and sickness. It's something that we see often in his stories, the combo of grief and horror. And I think that's also part of why I really enjoy his writing, because it's very deep. It's sentimental in a way, and it's something that it really hits you in all the feels, and at the same time it's horrifying, and it has really unsettling elements and things that leave you really like messed up. So thank you, Eric, for that. But now I have made homemade pizza, and I think I'm gonna watch these limited series on Netflix, this new cherry flavor, I think it's called, because I would like to review that one on my movie channel, and I didn't have time to watch it before I left. It just came out before I went on holidays, so I think I'm gonna start watching that show and eat my homemade pizza. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday, so the rest of my Saturday was binging some Netflix, napping, and also I read 2 more of the dark tales from the book. So I think I didn't tell you, but there is a total of 8 different tales. So the two that I read last night were actually rereads for me. I had already previously read those two tales. So these are two macabre tales that ended up not being published. So this is an arc of a book that never happened, but it was for a good reason. It's because Eric got the opportunity to release now a compilation of 8 stories instead of 2, so it's perfect because we got more. However, I did read these 2 stories when I got the arc, and so I already knew the stories, but I decided last night to just reread them because they are short stories and they were just so good that I decided just to go with it and reread them. So the 2 stories that I read last night, as I mentioned, are the ones that I already had previously read, and they are called You're Not Supposed to Be Here and Where Flames Burned Emerald as Grass. So these 2 stories are based on family, on your children, on being pushed to the limit, things you would do in order to protect your loved ones. So in a way, again, we have here love, grief combined with horror, which is something that, as you can tell, it's something that comes up in nearly all of his stories, if not all of them, and it's something that I really enjoy because the way that he portrays his characters, it just feels so real, but in a way there's a lot of dark magic in his stories because the way that he writes it, it's just poetic and it's just so beautiful. And even though some stories are really disturbing and they push some boundaries, you're still so mesmerized by his writing that you're fully invested with the story and the characters and you really feel for them. And I also have to mention that he does such a wonderful job representing the LGBTQ community, and you will see that in his characters, in his stories, and I absolutely love that as well. I think we need more of that in the horror genre. And yeah, so now we're gonna sit down and read the last 2 stories. And with that, you guys, we have actually finished the 8 short horror stories. They are indeed short because these are 8 stories compiled in a book that is around 128 pages, something like that. So it is fairly short, but I just love the intensity of the stories and how unique they are. If you're looking for something really different, weird, unique, and disturbing, these are definitely stories for you. As in any story compilation, of course, I have my favorites, the ones I love the most, and some that I really enjoyed, but maybe I didn't extremely love them as much. But what I can tell you is that every single of these stories has left a mark, has made me consider life, relationships, and decisions in life. They are all around family and kind of decisions in a way, about grief, about death, about what happens to us. I don't know, they are very deep, you know, like it's not always so common in horror to have deep stories about love and grief. Sometimes you just need a nice slasher and just see people getting killed, and other times you want your stories to have a little bit more of a meaning, to make you think, to make you question life, and to make you reflect about different things. So that's why I really love Eric's writing. I think I'm gonna end up giving this probably a 4.5 out of 5. And as always, I recommend you to check anything by Eric LaRocca. Obviously, I'm gonna leave down below his Twitter and website so you can go ahead and follow him as well. And if you don't like short horror story compilations so much, he does have a novella that came out earlier this year. Things have gotten worse since we last spoke. I know I've talked about it so much, but it's just so good. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. I feel like I am trying to get back on track when it comes to the recording and all of that. It's always weird when you take a long break to start recording again. It just feels like awkward again, I guess. It's very funny, but yeah, I hope that you still enjoyed it, even though this was a short vlog. But the next days I will focus on creating new content, coming up with new ideas. So there's a lot that is gonna be coming, especially spooky season is around the corner, so of course I want to get ready for that. If there's any type of videos you want me to prepare or do around spooky season, Halloween season, let me know down below so I can get to that. And I hope that you enjoyed the vlog, and I'll see you all either in our next coffee time or in our next vlog. Bye.